Morning, y'all. It is Sunday morning and just got to the pavilion and setting up for day 2 of image-based decisional drills, Instructor Certification. There's not much to set up, because we kind of are able to leave it a mess after we're done with it on Saturday. I just wanted to share a couple thoughts with you that I had last night and this morning. We had 5 people come into class. A couple of them have had past experience. A couple of them have trained with, Chuck Haggard, understood pepper spray, that type of thing. A couple of them are NRA instructors, USCCA instructors. Some are newer at this and are students alone. And really not all about the gun, but maybe all about making good decisions. So out of 5 people, we've got 5 very, very diverse experiences, things that drive them, past histories, right? Some people that have experienced some sort of violence in their life. And that brings them all together here with me this weekend. And I'm not here to give them everything about everything. I'm here to introduce them to the Image-Based Decisional Drills program, how to get the best results out of it with one good first decision, give them some nuggets on what it would be like if we were to walk with confidence, and what does that mean, and what does that show others. If we were going to have to use pepper spray, I'm certainly not a pepper spray instructor, teaching, right, people to be an instructor. But there's nothing wrong with learning how to use it, understanding why would we do the thumb, understanding that aiming is important, understanding pre-deployment could save time, understanding that if it's in your purse or in your pocket, you have to get to it, which is just fine, but it's all about the practice and just understanding the concept that if you're going to make the decision to use pepper spray, you need to know how at least to use it in a basic manner. So that's what we've done. And then, of course, we get to the other stuff, the running. Do you have time? How far are they from you as far as the distance management? As far as the gun, it's not about the gun. If you carry, then all right, wonderful. Then you will have the opportunity to use a firearm if you see an image that is a must card, that you must answer this explosively with a lethal answer. Right? But if you don't carry on body, off body, then I'm sorry that is not available to you, which, to be honest with you, is just fine. This is not about the gun. It's about making good first decisions with what you have and being able to articulate some, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to call them nuggets, because as an instructor, you have to have more than nuggets. You got to have depth. But you are able to guide them into what a first good decision would be based on what they have at hand, based on the training and the practice that they do, based on the distances. So they've got to be aware of what 6 feet looks like or 12 feet looks like, or more distance looks like, because then their options for self-defense or self-preservation, that changes, right? So if our instructors understand that, then I got to tell you, this is going to help a lot of people. So I love the Instructor Certification program because it is just enough to introduce people into making good decisions, understanding what recognition prime decision making is, understanding how the long-term memory works with images and the recall benefits. All these things is what you'll learn with the Instructor Certification course. So I got to tell you, I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. Today is day 2, and day 2 is them teaching. So yesterday I did my thing. So this morning we'll do a quick review. Then they're going to get up here and teach the curriculum. which is usually about a 3-hour curriculum. We'll move a little faster, but nonetheless, they're teaching it. Then we'll have lunch, and then we'll come over here to the props table, and we will get after it. We have 350 cards. We've got our OC, inert, we've got the flashlight, we've got the phone, we have force on force, reactionary zones, we have, of course, the CERT, we have our tourniquet information, we have our, we've got the target, both targets, right? We've got our, I hope you could see that because I kind of did it backwards. We've got our card box. We're just ready. We're ready. And I told them yesterday that since there's only 5 in class and we don't have 10 or 15, we may not go to 6 o'clock because this is based on them. And there is something that is truly out there. It's called decision fatigue. So we want to make sure, obviously we and all my personalities, that as we run through all these drills and they're teaching others and they're learning, or we're learning as a group, or whatever is happening, I want to make sure that learning is still occurring. So when you do this, you got to be really careful there's not decision fatigue. There's got to be breaks. There's got to be laughter. We've got to make sure that this is monitored. And if I need to change the arousal level, right? I need to get one of the instructors to get a little bit more into it. Then I need to do that as a coach. And what if they're a little too high and a little too jiggy, right? Well, a student doesn't need that, so then I need to bring them down. So we'll teach them about arousal levels and all sorts of wonderful things, and that's what's happening today. And then at the end of the day, they get to do their qualification. And that's where I have already given them a card that is something to this effect. It's not this one. But you'll get a situation card. Then you'll need to pick out one of our 300 cards that matches that situation card. Then you've got to run a student through it, or me, and be able to answer questions and handle the diverse personalities. So it gets a little interesting, and it's always fun, and it's always learning. So this is kind of a long video, but I got to tell you, it's just, I'm selfish. I love what I do. And I love being able to help people on their journey to better decision making. And if image-based decisional drills or any of my online classes does that, then by God, what a pleasure it is. So you guys have an absolutely excellent rest of your day. All right, bye.